And we're live, I believe. Ready?
Yes. A narrow shave, but a miss is as good as a mile. Dear young lady, your servant to the death. I wish for your sake I had joined the other army, the Bulgarian, instead of the other army.
No. You were one of the Austrians who set the Serbs on to rob us of our national liberty and to officer their army for them. We hate them.
Austria, not I. Don't hate me, dear young lady. I'm a Swiss fighting merely as a professional soldier. I joined the Serbs because they came first on the road from Switzerland. Be generous, you've beaten us hollow.
Have I not been generous?
Noble, heroic, but I'm not safe yet. This particular pursuit will soon pass through. But the pursuit will go on all night by fits and starts. I must take my chance to get off in a quiet interval. You don't mind my waiting just a minute or two, do you?
Oh, not at all. Won't you sit down?
Thanks. Don't frighten me like that. What is it?
A woman? A female general among the ranks? What an escape. I'm sorry. I frightened you. Pray take up your pistol to protect yourself against me.
It's no use, dear young lady. It's not loaded. There's nothing in it. It's not loaded.
Loaded, by all means.
I've no ammunition. What use are cartridges in battle? I always carry chocolate instead, and I finished the last cake of that hours ago.
Chocolate? Do you stuff your pockets with sweets like a schoolboy, even in the field?
Yes, isn't it contemptible? I wish I had some now.
Allow me. I'm sorry. I've eaten them all except these.
You're an angel. Creams. Oh, delicious. You know, I can always tell an old soldier from the inside of his holsters and cartridge boxes. The young ones, they carry pistols and cartridges. The old ones grow. Thank you. Don't do things so suddenly, gracious lady. It's mean to revenge yourself because I frightened you just now.
Frighten me? Do you know that though I am only a woman, I think I am at heart as brave as you?
Well, I should think so. You haven't been under fire for 3 days as I have. I can stand 2 days without showing much, but no man can stand 3 days. I'm as nervous as a mouse. Do you want to see me cry?
No.
Well, if you would, all you have to do is scorn me as if I were a little boy and you my nurse. If I were in camp now, they'd play all sorts of tricks on me.
I'm sorry. I won't scold you. You must excuse me, our soldiers are not like that.
Oh, yes, they are. There are only 2 types of soldiers, old ones and young ones. I've served 14 years. Half of your fellows never smelt powder before. Why, how is it you've just beaten us? Sheer ignorance of the art of war. Nothing else. I've never seen anything so unprofessional.
Was it unprofessional to beat you?
Well, come. Was a professional to throw a regiment of cavalry on a battery of machine guns with the dead certainty that if a gun goes off, not a horse or man will ever get within 50 yards of the fire? I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw it.
Did you see the great cavalry charge? Oh, tell me about it. Describe it to me.
You never saw a cavalry charge, did you?
How could I?
Well, perhaps not. No, of course not. Well, it's a funny sight. It's like slinging a handful of window panes. It's like slinging a handful of peas across a window pane. First one comes, and 2 or 3 close behind, then all the rest in a lump.
Yes, the first one. The bravest of the brave.
You should have seen the poor devil pulling at his horse.
Why should he pull at his horse?
It's running away with him, of course. Do you suppose the fellow wants to get there before the others and be killed? Then they all come. You can tell the young ones by their wildness and their slashing. The old ones come bunched up under the number 1 guard. They know they're mere projectiles and that it's no use trying to fight. The wounds? Mostly broken knees from the horses cannoning together.
But I don't believe the first man is a coward. I know he is a hero.
That's what you would have said if you'd seen the first man in the charge today.
I knew it. Tell me about him.
He did it like an operatic tenor. A regular handsome fellow with flashing eyes and a lovely mustache. Shouting his war cry and charging like Don Quixote at the windmills. We did laugh.
You dared to laugh?
Yes. But when the sergeant ran up as white as a sheet and told us they sent us the wrong ammunition and that we couldn't fire a round for the next 10 minutes, we laughed at the other side of our mouths. I never felt so sick in my life, though I've been in 1 or 2 very tight places. I hadn't even a revolver cartridge, only chocolate. We no bayonets, nothing. Of course they just cut us to bits. And there was Don Quixote, flourishing like a drum major, thinking he'd done the cleverest thing ever known, whereas he ought to have been court-martialed for it. Of all the fools ever to be let loose on a field of battle, that man must be the very maddest. His regiment simply committed suicide, only the pistol missed fire. That's all.
Indeed. Would you know him again if you saw him?
Shall I ever forget him?
That is a photograph of the gentleman, the patriot and hero to whom I am betrothed.
Oh, I'm very sorry. Was it fair to lead me on? Yes, that's Don Quixote, no doubt about it.
Why do you laugh?
Oh, I didn't laugh, I assure you. At least I didn't mean to, but when I think of him charging the windmills, thinking he'd done the finest thing.
Would you stop your laughter?
Of course. I'm really very sorry. Sorry, I'm having a hard time closing this.